Hello, I'm Harry Fawcett in Kuala Lumpur with the top stories on Al Jazeera. World stock markets have taken a knock after Greece's debt was downgraded to junk status by the rating agency Standard & Poor's. Greece, which is seeing a wave of protests because of the financial crisis, is the only country in the Eurozone to have its debt rating listed as junk. It means agencies think it's now a very risky place for people to invest. It also means that the government there will find it much more difficult to get loan financing. Executives from the Wall Street investment bank Goldman Sachs have been defending themselves against accusations that they deliberately sold investors products which they expected to fail. Goldman executives remained defiant during the US Senate hearing, maintaining that they did nothing wrong. Kimberly Halkett has this from Washington.
This is particularly today looking into the investment bank role on Wall Street, and particularly Goldman Sachs, as we've pointed out, is being used as a case study. And at times it got very heated. Senator Carl Levin questioning one member, Daniel Sparks, the former head of the Goldman Sachs mortgage department. And he pressed him and asked him whether he should have sold subprime mortgage investments that were so questionable. In fact, they were described in a company email using a vulgarity.
Around 20 members of Myanmar's military government, including the Prime Minister, Thein Sein, are giving up their uniforms, apparently so that they can run in upcoming elections. A quarter of the seats in Myanmar's new parliament will be reserved for the military, but if military officers resign and run as civilians, they'll then be eligible for the other seats in the chamber. An American student has admitted that he helped send waterproof socks, ponchos and sleeping bags to al-Qaeda operatives fighting US troops in Afghanistan. On the eve of his trial in a district court in New York, Pakistani-born Syed Hashmi pleaded guilty to charges of conspiring to provide military support to al-Qaeda. The US Coast Guard says it's considering setting fire to an oil slick in the Gulf of Mexico to burn it off. If the leaking oil can't be closed, nearly 16 million litres of oil could spill into the Gulf. It's been spurting oil since a rig exploded off the southern US state of Louisiana a week ago. There's more news, as always, on our website. The address aljazeera.net/English.